AB's first words were, taxation is theft. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Timpf. Well, Jamie, congratulations on your nuptials. I wasn't around. You've been married for a couple of...
Much going on with, I mean, I feel like some of the ICE stuff and the deportation stuff, I do feel like I could.
So I'm going to alternate Iran or Iran, 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 just like the pronouns.
Is there a question?
Yeah,
No, what kind of question? It is kind of fun, isn't it? It is fun.
I wanted to, Trump did have a really good week last week. Were you sad that you weren't here?
Well, yeah, I was sad. I was on Twitter.
I would say that's something that you didn't really go into that much, which is a huge deal. I mean, doubling what the spending targets were, that is absolutely huge. And I think that no matter who you are, you should be excited about this. Even if you're someone who hates the guy, you should say, oh, this is good because this is good for me.
Yeah.
And that does seem to be really difficult for some people. You shouldn't want to be wishing that bad things happen just so you can be right.
Yes. Especially if you're the person it's going to happen to.
Exactly. But I think a lot of people, they kind of miss that.
Yeah. Especially the people in it.
The point is he's doing things in government that are so... He had the two guys there.
Yes. They signed something.
They signed it in the lowest murder rate president in the history of this country. Think about that.
He is a disgrace to six-pack abs.
This is just showing off.
Yeah.
This is not... listen, nobody's going to hear you say... death to whoever, and then be convinced over to your side.
Yeah.
When most people, I would think, when they hear that, they're kind of just like, I don't know about this
Death
guy.
to kill need.
Well, you say that all the time.
Yeah.
But they're just not only are they not going to convince anyone else, but even people who might have been on their side, they might even turn those people away. So I don't know if this guy sees himself as some kind of activist. Maybe he does, but I think this is just performance and trying to show off. I think you'd have to want to be canceled to do something like this, maybe so you can claim some kind of victimhood. You can't possibly be dumb enough to think that this is going to convince anyone to come over to your side.
You know what it is, Tyrus?
I loved NWA when I was growing up. I remember being at a concert and I
found that they were wrong most of the time. Like they saw low-quality tattoos and they thought the person was neurotic.
Some people do dumb. They put a tattoo on someone they're...
You've offended DeVito and his tramp stamp.
Really? You know, Kat, I have to ask you just a very simple question. What is a bad tattoo?
Well, I mean, sometimes a bad tattoo can be good if the person's in on the joke.
Yes.
Right? A bad tattoo is a tattoo that the person doesn't know is a bad tattoo. That's what makes a bad tattoo.
Right, like my tattoo of Air Supply on my thigh. I thought they were the next Beatles.
I by the study because it said a third of adults have a tattoo. I think it's way more in younger generations. Everybody younger, like Gen Z in particular, they all have those little tattoos on their arms, like the stencils. Like here's an avocado, here's a typewriter, here's a little elephant, and they're all like millennials. We just get like a full sleeve.
Yes,
it's complete. You can tell how old people are based on what kind of tattoos they have. The tramp stamps were like a 90s tattoo.
Yes.
You can kind of tell. My dad always told me, bumper stickers on your car or tattoos on your body make it easier for the law to find you. So he always advised against that.
That was very smart of him.
On them and just...
Tattoos and implants, and whenever I see bad tattoos, you already have the cum online.
The appeal of the tattoo was that it showed I can make...
Because no woman's ever written a breakup text alone. So you should be lucky if they're using AI, because if not, they wrote it in a group chat with like 5 of their friends who only know you by a nickname like Loafers Man or Finance Douche. So it's either going to be the woman and the ChatGPT, or at least like all of her friends and friends have all weighed in, and they all know that she's going to dump you before you do.
Wow, that's different.
I miss you so much, Alexa.
You bet.
I've ruined a few days.
Yes.
If I was listening to you and reading your other, we probably.
I had a girlfriend call me once.
Amy, New York City's public pools closed 203 times because of poop. 44 of the 52 pools were.
Is it hundreds of poops or hundreds of poopers, or is it the same person who just has a thing for it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
serial pooper.
Yeah.
Serial pooper. There are serial poopers out there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It's ironic.
okay, here's
because
the thing.
biggest one has a badge now.
yes. Cover as a serial pooper for many years. Sometimes I didn't even know who the hell I was. Was I hero or villain? I don't know. But now I'm on the side of the law and I'm out to go out.
You know, I'm really glad you brought the logs up because
Okay.
I feel like the diarrhea is less disturbing because I feel like you could say that was an accident. But if you're taking a full solid dump in a
Yeah,
pool,
that's true. Yeah.
You could have saved
you're
it.
doing that on purpose.
Yes. Yes.
You don't think that was a fart?
No.
Yeah,
You never accidentally.